What's up, guys? Let's do some Nassim Taleb for idiots. I'm not calling you an idiot. I'm calling me an idiot. I absolutely love Taleb's books. I'm reading Fooled by Randomness right now. I've read his books multiple times in reverse order though. So I started with Skin in the Game, then Anti-Fragile, then The Black Swan, and now Fooled by Randomness. And I just love the books because it makes you see things in a different way. There's a lot we could cover, but today we're covering asymmetry. Asymmetry, and I'm going to explain it like I can only explain it. I can't explain it like he explains it. I'm not technical in any sense of the fashion. So asymmetry is essentially when the odds are outweighed by the impact. That's as simple as I can put it, and that's what made me understand it. So he gives the example in trading, which is what he talks about a lot, but he goes, okay, so you've got, I'm going to mess up the numbers here, but you've got, he was asked in the book if he thinks the market's going to go up next week, and he said, I think there's a good probability that it will go up next week. And they say, what certainty do you have? He goes, 70%. And everyone laughed because he's shorting the market. But when you understand asymmetry, you understand why he's shorting the market. So he might think with a 70% certainty that it will go up 1%, but with a 30% certainty that it'll go down 10%, 20%, 30%. So if we apply that to life, I had a situation and I was trying to explain it to my fiance that she was selling her desk and on one of these Facebook marketplace kind of things, and she had people coming over to buy her desk, and I'm like, I want to be there. I couldn't be there, but I'm like, just schedule it for a time when I'm there. I don't know these people, I don't trust them, I just want to be there so nothing bad happens. And she was like, there's like a 99% chance that they're great people. Like, I've looked at the person on Facebook, I can see who they are, and I'm like, yes, there's a 99% chance that they're good people. But what do you get if they're good people? $150, and that's it. Never talk to them again. There's no real benefit. What do you get if they're bad people? I don't want to say the circumstances of that 1% because I don't want to put that in my head, but if they're bad people, the negative impact far outweighs the positive impact of them being good people. Now you can live this, you can apply this asymmetry, this way of looking at an issue to everything, but you have to be careful. You can end up not doing anything because of the possible negative outcomes. But then you have to look at possible negative outcomes in a normal light. So I look at, he says it in the book actually, he'd rather be injured than financially ruined, or you know what I mean? Like, so you go for the physical risks, which is living, the adventures, the trips, the experiences. You can't live your life and not do anything because of the possible impact of a negative result. But it's a good way to bring your decision making into clarity when you're looking at odds versus impact. It's just a way to save yourself from possible destruction. I'm a relative simpleton. I'm reading Nassim Taleb. What's going on? Asymmetry is a simple one, but we can go through some other ones if you want. For now, a question. What's the best book you've read about changing the way you think to really see reality? So asymmetry is a way to see reality because odds don't, like, everyone talks odds. Oh, it's a 90% chance this, it's a 99% chance that, but they don't look at the impact of the possible negative or of the possible positive. So it's a way of seeing reality and impact rather than just odds, because odds don't necessarily tell the story. You can look at odds in a defined period, but that doesn't mean that these odds will apply to this defined period, your future. So odds can get you in a bit of a mess. And like he says, especially when you're talking about traders, a trader can have a great run in a bull market and completely lose everything in a bear market. So what's the best book you've read on decision making, on helping you see reality and see things more clearly, let me know in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, if it helped in any way. Hopefully it did. Take care.